Hey guys, it's Christy. So today I'm going to be doing another review for you guys. So I'm going to be doing a review to Signal. I'm going to get right into the story as we talk about the characters and talk about the story, okay? I'm going to try and limit myself to not tell you too much about the story because this is kind of an intricate story, and if I tell you too much about it, it's going to kind of give it away. Hae-young is a criminal profiler. He is also a police lieutenant, but even though he is a police lieutenant, he really doesn't trust cops all that much, and it's due to his past dealings with them. When he was little, he was like in elementary school. One of his classmates was kidnapped by a woman, and he saw the woman take her away. The case was publicized throughout the entire country. He went to the cops and he told them, but the cops didn't listen to him. The killer was never caught. Years later, after he's graduated and he's a profiler and he's a cop and all this stuff, he is meeting this reporter at this cafe to kind of disclose all of these secrets about this certain celebrity. And a veteran detective, Soo-hyun, is staking out the cafe, and she arrests him not knowing that he's a cop. After he's released, as he's walking away, he hears somebody calling his name, and so he walks over to where the voice is, and he finds a walkie-talkie. The person on the other end of the walkie-talkie identifies himself as Detective Lee Jae-han. As they're kind of talking, well, after this day, because like he kind of like takes the walkie-talkie with him home, and then the next day it kind of turns on again at a certain time, a specific time. And as they're talking, he realizes that this detective is actually in the past. He's actually in the year 2000, which is the same year that the little girl was kidnapped that he witnessed. Detective Jae-han kind of gives him this clue. So there's this investigation going on, and it was kind of a cold case, but they kind of reopened it, and they're kind of trying to investigate more because they recently changed the statute of limitation laws. And so at midnight, whoever it is that kidnapped this little girl is not going to be able to be charged or prosecuted for kidnapping her anymore. So everybody's working overtime, and they're trying to get all this information, and they use him as a profiler. The clue that Jae-han gives him serves to keep this person in prison for murder. After that, the two detectives, they exchange clues to kind of catch criminals in either timeline. If Hae-young kind of sees a clue that can help Jae-han catch a criminal in his time, then he'll tell him, you know, this particular clue, and vice versa. So they kind of help each other catch criminals. The thing is that Hae-young kind of realizes, after helping Jae-han catch some criminals in the past, that changing the past will sometimes negatively alter the future. He does this, and he desperately tries to fix it. It's kind of a fine line of trying to help each other kind of figure out what to do. Hae-young's distrust of cops stems from his past. His brother, Park Seung-woo, was accused of gang raping a girl, and he goes to prison for it. When he's released from prison, he kills himself, and all of this really negatively affects his family. When his brother is sent to prison, his dad moves out of the house and doesn't claim him as a son, and it's just horrible. And it kind of splits up his family. It's the reason why he becomes a cop. He doesn't believe that his brother killed himself, and so he became a cop to try and figure out a way to prove that his brother didn't commit suicide, prove that somebody murdered his brother, and prove that his brother did not rape this girl. That particular storyline is so heartbreaking. This drama is amazing. It's based on a film called Frequency. It has the same premise. The twists and turns that happen in this drama are very unexpected, particularly because, you know, if you go into the past and you change something, it changes something in the future, and you don't really know where those turns are going to go sometimes. I mentioned that I saw this drama as it was airing on Drama Fever, and I'll never do it again. It was a huge mistake. I don't do well with anticipation, and I'd rather watch a drama that's already finished because I can just binge watch it and not have to worry about, you know, I have to wait a week for this drama to hit, to be released, because I just can't do it. It doesn't work for me. The ending, however, is kind of a cliffhanger. I've heard that they're gonna pick it up for a second season, which is great because the ending, it's better than the ending that I thought was gonna happen, but it's a cliffhanger, and I don't do well with cliffhangers either. The connection that Jae-han and Hae-young have stems deep into his past, and I feel that the reason that they speak to each other with the radio is because they have a connection, and that connection already existed. And if you see the drama, you'll see what I mean. When Hae-young finds out that this detective he's talking to him in the past, there are a few transmissions that happen where it's almost like Jae-han is uncertain whether he's going to live or die. Hae-young makes it his mission to find him because he wants to talk to him, and he finds out that he's disappeared and they never found him. What he doesn't know, however, is that they have a connection that stems into the past. He feels that he didn't know this man until this transmission started, but you find out that that's not the case. It's a wonderful, wonderful drama. The twists and turns that happen in this drama with his brother, with Soo-hyun, with Jaehan, with the villains in this drama, it's really amazing. There's very few dramas where I feel like just desserts are distributed. This is not one of them. I feel that in this drama, everybody got exactly what they deserved. The three main characters are my favorite characters. Park Hae-young is a very ambitious kind of person. He's very just. He doesn't like injustice, and he feels that justice should always be served, and he's an amazing, amazing character. He stands up very well in the face of adversity. He stands up for his beliefs, which is freaking amazing. Cha Soo-hyun, she is the veteran detective. They kind of thrust him onto her team. She does a very good job of making sure he understands that he's a new guy, but even though he's a new guy, they're going to support him. She's very straightforward. She doesn't beat around the bush. She doesn't play games. And she's got this sort of investment in finding Jaehan. So they kind of team up, find out what happened to him. She's very driven. Again, she's somebody who's very just, very loyal. She's very loyal to her team. It doesn't matter if her team is looked down on or made fun of. They kind of become the cold case team, which is why sharing the transmission with Jaehan is really, really advantageous to him. He gets a fresh set of eyes at a time when the crime first happened. Lee Jae-han is probably my favorite character. He's so awkward when it comes to the girls that he likes. He's very quiet and very brusque with them. He's very kind of like tough and very, very curt in the way he speaks to them, but it stems from his uncertainty on how to act with them. But his sense of honor and his sense of morality is insanely ridiculous. His moral compass is on point. He is somebody who believes that it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're a politician, if you're a celebrity, if you're, there's no special treatment just because you have money or just because you have prestige or fame. You're going to be treated the same as everybody else. Just because you have this power doesn't mean that you're above the law. And he firmly believes this. And it's why he gets in trouble when he gets in trouble, is because he doesn't pull punches with people in power, and he investigates them even though there's a possibility he could get hurt. He doesn't let it stop him. He feels that the victims deserve justice, and so that's what he's going to do. He's going to get them justice. And I love him. I think he's such a great character. So that's going to be it for this drama, guys. It's going to be a little bit short, but I kind of organized my thoughts a little bit better this time. Not jumping around too much. If you have any recommendations for me, any requests for me, leave them down in the comments below. If you would like to see something, but you want another opinion first, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll check it out for you. If you want to subscribe, it's going to be right here somewhere. If you want to see any of my other K-dramas, I've got a ton of them. It's going to be up here.